about your background more and get into some of the places you were. A lot of guys sometimes don't start out there, or they stay there for the rest of your career. What was your ambitions, and what do you feel like you learned when you were starting out at JUCOs and?
Well, the one thing that I was afforded was an opportunity at a very young age to become a head coach in what was at that time a great league in Dodge City Community College and then the Kansas Junior College system. I never stopped dreaming. I wanted to be on this stage, and the journey helped make me. There's no question about that. The people I've been associated with have helped. Maybe took a little longer for me, but it was a great way. I learned the business as a junior college coach. I learned a great deal. You're an academic coordinator, you're a financial aid director, you're a dorm monitor, you're driving the bus,
yeah.
you're handing out $5 per diem at McDonald's, you're doing all those things. Plus you're recruiting and you're coaching every day, and you're the strength coach. And so I learned the business. I learned to work, and that was so beneficial for me. And I got an opportunity to go to Western Illinois with a dear friend and Jim Kerwin. I spent 10 years there, and went back to the junior college route, and then a dear friend and Bob Huggins brought me home to my alma mater, and that was very special. And then I got a break. When Frank went to South Carolina, and the Stephen F. job presented itself, and from there it's history.
How did you get to know Huggins? Just
Through recruiting. I had players that he recruited, and he had one young man spent 6 or 7 years in the NBA, and went to Cincinnati and played for him. And Hugs did all the recruiting. He didn't have an assistant coach do it. He did it, and we became acquaintances. We'd see each other at the Final Four, see each other on the road, and then when he was let go at Cincinnati. He had a place in New Smyrna. I was at Daytona Beach, right next. We were 10 minutes from each other, and then he got the Kansas State job, and there I went.
Speaking of your alma mater, were you aware of the Bring Back Brad hashtag among Kansas State fans over the last couple of years?
I don't pay a lot of attention to that. You're obviously after the fact. You're made aware of that. It's. I left there with my head held very high, and we brought Kansas State basketball back, and Frank was the winningest 5-year coach in the history of that program, and it's had great coaches. So you have a lot of friends, and you have a lot of people that I think respected the job we did. So that's today's culture.
Your last 2 stops were fairly short. Do you consider this a destination job?
This is it.
This is it.
And I think that when you're in a special place, and I believe in Josh and everything that he's about. This is tremendous basketball. We're going to make this special, and I'm excited to be here for a long, long time.
Seems like a good time
to take Coach for radio, and then we'll bring him right back.